Hello everyone and welcome back to Flames Plays. Today on Magic Monday we are playing Golgari Threshold, as you see here. And the design of this deck is actually you want to get a lot of stuff in the graveyard because a lot of our creatures have Threshold or Delirium and benefit greatly from having cards in the graveyard of certain types. So covering the creature base right now we have Molgraph Scavenger, which is 1 in green for a 0/4, but with Delirium it gets +3/+0. Werebear, which is 1 in a green for a 1/1 that can add 1 green to our mana pool. But with Threshold, which is if there are 7 more cards in our graveyard, the Werebear becomes a 4/4 for 1 mana. Putrid Imp, which with Threshold becomes a 2/2 with flying for 1 black. Or 2/2, can't block, but it can gain flying by discarding a card. That discarding a card is actually useful because it helps us control what card types we have in our graveyard. And lastly, Nimble Mongoose, which is a 1 green for a 1/1 with Shroud, so it can't be the target of spells or abilities, and that includes our own, but not a big deal for our deck. And it becomes a 3/3 with Threshold. So to get cards into our graveyard, we have Grizzly Salvage, which for a black and a green, we get to reveal the top 5 cards of our library, and put a creature or land card from them into our hand. The rest go into the graveyard, so that helps us control what goes in there, as well as lets us loot through our deck quicker. Vessel of Nascency, almost similar to the Grizzly Salvage, where we get to search or reveal the top 4 cards of our library, and we can put an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker from among them into the hand. Doesn't ever really occur. We have lands, creatures, and artifacts, and enchantments, but no planeswalkers for sure. It says Pauper. Lastly, we have Golgari, Brownscale, and Stinkweed Imp. These are both dredge creatures, which help us take cards from the top of our library, in this case 5 cards, to return Stinkweed Imp from the graveyard to our hand. So it's just a way to, if we absolutely need to get cards quickly, we can start dredging stuff out. As for removal, we have Executioner's Capsule, which is an artifact. Not the best, because it can only destroy target non-black creature, but it does let us get an artifact in the graveyard very easily. Deadweight, which is an enchantment, 1 black for an enchanted creature gets -2/-2, so it's an enchantment mainly is the reason we play it. Doomblade, again, instant, 1 and a black for destroy target non-black creature. And lastly, Chainer's Edict, 1 and a black for a sorcery of target player sacrifices a creature. So we kind of wanted to cover our bases with everything that we could possibly play as removal in each type. For recursion, we have Pulse of Marasa, which lets us return a creature or land card from our graveyard to our hand, and we gain 6 life. So that's good because that means we can get something that we accidentally put in the graveyard back, or if worse was worse, we just play it for the life gain, really. For the side, or for the mana base, actually, we have Barren Moor, it's a cycling land, Evolving Wilds, and Terramorphic Expanse. Forest, Swamps, Tranquil Thicket, which is the cycling version of the forest, similar to Barren Moor. And the last interesting part is Tree of Tales and Vault of Whispers. These are artifact lands, so they count as both a land and an artifact for terms of Delirium, which is great since the only other artifact we have is Executioner's Capsule. But going on to the sideboard, we have Echoing Decay and Shrivel. These are both great against token decks. This will wipe out spirit tokens easily, and this will take out goblins, zombies, pretty much anything else. Choking Sands against any decks that are very heavy on dual colored lands. It'll deal 2 damage, and we can actually just knock them back a land if need be. Quiet Disrepair and Seal of Primordium are 2 different ways, or 2 different enchantments that allow us to remove creatures, or sorry, not remove creatures, but remove enchantments or artifacts. We have some extra Pulse Marasas against Burn, and Golgari Brownscale against any kind of recursion-based stuff, since this way we can return it from the graveyard to our hand and get 2 life constantly. And lastly, we have Nihil Spellbomb to play against anything that's similar to ours, where we use the graveyard extensively. So let's go see if we can find a game to play. And we'll come back once the game starts. Alright, so we found a game, it looks like, playing against Bello. Okay, so it looks like we won the die roll, and we will play first. Alright. I am actually going to mulligan this. The deck doesn't really care about acting fast, whereas this is actually too slow. We don't have a single untapped source, but we have plenty of 1-drops we'd rather play. So we're going to mulligan this away. Alright, so now we got a forest. We can Terramorphic Expanse for a swamp. We'll keep this. Alright, looks like we actually drew us. We actually can scry a swamp to the top. We're going to, it really doesn't matter. We're going to Terramorphic Expanse for, actually no. No, we're not. Since we know that's there, we can force and then swap next turn and then Terramorphic Expanse the following turn? Or actually no, we can Terramorphic Expanse, get a forest, get the swamp, play the swamp. We can Chainer's Edict if need be, Doomblade if need be, if we can. I'd rather actually Doomblade. And then forest, Golgari Brown Scale, and get a 2/3 body on turn 3. It's not terrible, I guess. So Terramorphic Expanse. Back for a forest. We're gonna crack it out the bat. I don't feel like waiting. And pass the turn. Alright, let's see what our opponent's on today. Well, it's an island, who knows what that could be. Preordain. Looks like it might be some kind of it's still a lot of things. Could be Is It, could be Demir. Alright, looks like opponent ends their turn. So we get a swamp. So we'll play the swamp and then we'll keep everything up. That way we have Doomblade in case they play something next turn. What? Oh! Wow, I completely forgot about the fact that since we cracked that forest, since we cracked it, we cracked the Terramorphic Expanse, it shuffled the swamp away. Yeah, that was me that time. I completely, wow. Ooh wee. I derped that one up really hard. Man, it's a Friday, that's for sure. Alright, Swiftwater Clip. So yeah, it looks like they're on that Is It's deck. Probably. I'm actually surprised no extra card draw this turn. Alright. Please be land. Nope, no land. Oh. Well, I completely punted that first action and I'm paying for it. I mean, if we can at least get a forest, they can pull some Rasa, bring the Terramorphic Expanse back, and then grab a swamp that way. Ooh. Lightning Bolt. Bolts the face. Not a huge deal. It's gonna bring back, yep. Swiftwater Cliffs go back to hand. And they pass the turn. Oh, swamp. Oh, Nimble Mongoose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna play this. It's got Shroud, so at least it's protected from lightning bolts, and they don't have any counter spells up right now, so it should be okay. It's gonna take a lot of work though to get up to 7 cards in the graveyard. I mean, unless they can force me to discard, in which case I will discard the Stinkweed up in a heartbeat. Right, piece of the puzzle for the opponent. 5 cards entering the revealed zone. They got rid of a Preordain and pieces. Also, they left, so they kept Lightning Bolt and Firebolt. Is it Boilerworks return the island? So they're at 4 mana. We're still stuck at 2. Goody. Come on, swamp. Come on, swamp. Evolving Walls works for me. Perfect. Let's grab ourselves a swamp. Boosh. So Firebolt and Lightning Bolt cannot hurt my Nimble Mongoose. I did not attack there. I'm on full on tilt today. Jeez. Future me, edit all this out. No, I'm kidding. I'll keep playing through. Very rare for me to actually want to get rid of a gameplay video. And nothing on their end step. Alright, we got ourselves an Evolving Wild. We're gonna crack this again immediately. Get ourselves a swamp. Then we're going to maybe Stinkweed Imp. No, we're gonna brown scale it. Doot doot doot. And that way, at least we get a 2/3 body out. A bit better than a 1/2. It's prime bolt target, that's for sure. But that's fine if they want to waste a bolt on the brown scale instead of my face. I'm not gonna complain about that. The plus side, they are running just is it colors, red blue. So Doomblade isn't a loss here. We actually can use it seems. Flurry of Horns creates two 2/3 red Minotaur creature tokens with haste. And we are staring down quite a bit of damage. Oh boy. It's 4 damage to the face. I'm assuming you attack with them. You're gonna play something like that. Nope, no attacks. Okay. Works for me. Alright. Terramorphic Expanse. Gonna crack it. So I could actually get rid of all of his tokens. I think I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna Chainer's Edictum. Boosh boosh. So go ahead and sacrifice a creature. And then Doomblade. Oh, we're still just one card short of being able to activate Threshold. Oh, we'll swing in for the 3 damage. And pass the turn. Let's see what the opponent does. They are a full-on aggro deck, which is actually kind of weird because normally you'd figure something like this would run Kiln Fiend, would run Nivik Cyclops. I mean, my first video was an Is It Blitz style deck. Alright, taking out the brown scale. That's fine, actually, because we are going to return it to our hand. And Dredge 2. So this is a weird kind of brew, it looks like, of it. Get rid of that at this point. Yep, we're going to bring this back to our hand. We get 2 life. Now we've got 4 card types themselves. We're going to cast the brown scale. Oh, we got teach a creature spell and draw a card. Okay, good enough. Or I guess not really good enough, but no. What am I gonna do about it? Swing in for 3. Pass the turn. There you go. I actually passed the turn that time. And opponent leads off with Flurry of Horns yet again. Gonna be swinging in. Oh, really? No attacks. You have 4 damage that's available right there. I'm not gonna take that brown scale. There we go. I like that. Nimble Mongoose. Oh, no counters that time. Haha. Pulse and Marasa. Do we want to pulse actually? We could pulse for land or for brown scale. I really don't like either actually, but I really want to Stinkweed. Yeah, I'm gonna Stinkweed. We'll pulse next turn if need be. Stinkweed's good since it stops them from. Oh, now you're gonna counter? Okay, that was a weird one. Sure. Alright, so next turn we'll return Stinkweed to our hand and Pulse Marasa, then Stinkweed. And be having no issues, I guess? Alright, pass the turn. We're not going to attack right now. You get the opponent kind of in a bad spot. He's got these 2/3 Minotaurs with haste, but he's not doing anything with them, which is kind of weird. Cast Accumulate Knowledge, but it looks like he only is going to draw 1. Swift Water Cliffs. So it looks like we know they got counter spells. We know they got excludes. Yep, we're gonna take the Stinkweed Imp. Cast Pulse of Marasa. Targeting our Tree of Tails. No. No. Vault of Whispers. That's right. Vault of Whispers. So we can keep an even number here. Disrupt. Okay. We'll pay the one. I get the Vault of Whispers back. No big deal. I want to wait until they're more tapped out, actually. I think we should swing in at this point. Swing in. We're doing 6. They're able to counter with... Oh, the rare double block. I actually was not expecting this, to be honest. Okay, we'll take that. Kill the first one. Second one survives. Deal 3 damage. And then I guess... do we want Gurmag Angler? They've got 5 cards in hand. They've got plenty of mana for counter spells. We're going to pass, actually. What I can do is I can Stinkweed Imp next turn, and if they counter it, cool. That's less counter spells they have against Gurmag Angler. And if they don't, then hopefully I can get a 5/5 body out. I'm already assuming that they're not going to want to let you cast the Stinkweed Imp anyway, because that's Death Touch, basically. Deals 2 damage to me. What to do? A drop in a bucket. Alright, we'll take that damage. Not a massive problem. No, we're not gonna do Golgari this time. Ooh, this one's promising. But no, not quite yet. We can cast all 3, actually. Did he F6? Oh, wow, he actually F6'd. Awesome. So, by F6ing... we have, I know we have an extra land. We have that land. That Nimble Mongoose is in there. That one, that's an instant. That's a creature. And black. Delve. Cool. That very well could have been the worst F6 you could have done. Unless, of course, he's got some kind of board wipe. Which... wouldn't surprise me, but also wouldn't be the end of the world. Alright, draws 2 cards that time. Flame Slash to my Gurmag. Okay. Probably going to follow it with a Lightning Bolt or Firebolt or something similar. Firebolt to the Stinkweed. Okay. Flame Slash to the Moldgraph. Wow. Firebolt to the Gurmag. What the hell? He just wasted an entire hand just to disrupt that board state. Jeez. Okay. We also have Chainer's Edict available, so next turn if we get a land, we get Chainer's Edict. Just get rid of the Minotaur. I mean, if you can't target the Nimble Mongoose, might as well target something, eh? Gets in for 2. Come on. No, not going to do any of that. Tree of Tails. Awesome. What I needed. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, actually. We're just gonna swing with this 3/3. Right now. And now we'll Chainer's Edict. There we go. Oh, delayed reaction on Moto. And they sacrifice the Minotaur. And they pass the turn. Accumulated knowledge, drawing another card, drawing 4 cards this time. Cycles Lonely Sandbar. Looking for an out. Deep Analysis. You gonna flashback Deep Analysis? Nope. Okay. Plays a mountain. Goes to combat. Nothing. Passes the turn. I mean, they got 7 cards in hand. They gotta have something to do. Might as well. Why not? They counterspell's okay. They counterspell the Executioner's Capsule. It wasn't going to do anything this turn anyway, for sure, but get in for 3. Yeah, I'm on a 2-turn clock this time. Firebolt to my face. That's 2 damage. Not going to lose sleep. Lightning Bolt to the face. Down to 14. Opponent's down to 5. Again, 2 swings of a Nimble Mongoose and you're done. And the end of the turn, pass it back to me. We're not going to dredge right now. Grizzly Salvage actually is not a terrible play. And we're going to do this. Are they going to let us do it is a question? Alright, cool, they did. I was going to say, I really don't see a reason as to why they would not let us do that. Because I would just end up wasting the mana on here anyway. Probably going to counter this, to be honest. Here we go. Figured. Exclude. Counter target creature. That's fine and dandy. Mongooses are doing their work, that's for sure. We're going to swing in for 3. Opponent's down to 2. Let's see if you have anything else. Alright. And opponent scoops it up. Start sideboarding. Yeah, we're gonna bring in the extra Pulsum Rosas for sure. Go down Stinkweed Imp. Go down. No, not go down that. Go down. That's actually pretty good. I do like that. To be honest. Choking Sands is good. Shriveled. What were they? Shoot. They were 2 3s, so none of my removal really helps. Nihil Spell Bomb's too much work, really. They don't really use enchantments. We'll go down a Vessel, go down a Grizzly, and go down a Stinkweed Imp. Another one, maybe? I mean, Stinkweed Imp's good for getting cards in the graveyard, but not much else. They weren't really... you know, actually, he's got Death Touch. It's good against those Minotaurs for sure. Maybe go down a Doombleed and just keep the 1. Let's see how this goes. Alright, opponent has chosen to play first. We've got a Swamp, Tree of Tails, Vault of Whispers. Awesome. That's actually pretty decent. So we're going to keep for sure. We're going to Swamp, Putrid Imp, and then we'll sacrifice Vault of Whispers next turn. He's got a stop on our upkeep, which is kind of weird. Just tells me he's got something he's gonna do then. So, Future Imp. And pass the turn. So, let's see if our opponent's got anything. It looks like, yeah, he's got Counterspell up for sure. It's a little worrisome, to be honest, but we will... Let's see. Executioner's Capsule. You gonna let it resolve? He lets it resolve. That's still nascency. You gonna let it resolve? Nope. Oh, no, okay. Charles cards. Cool. Let's that resolve. So, since we know that actually is there, it's not that big of a deal. We can... Future Imp, discarding Vault of Whispers. We'll go main phase, swing in for 1. And pass the turn. So him actually countering my spells is not the end of the world because A lot of times the spells help us get creatures or get other cards, but in reality we want them in the graveyard for sure. So that way we can get Threshold, we can get Delirium, and reap all the benefits. Okay. So he's now tapped out. I have no problem whatsoever playing Grizzly Salvage next turn. Ooh, look at me. I got an island, or a mountain. Alright. And let's Grizzly Salvage. Wow. We royally whiffed on that one. We really wanted to land, and we didn't get it. Do we want Gurmag, or do we want Moldraff? Moldraff, I think we want. We've got 6 card types already. So these scavengers are going to be really useful next turn once we can play one of them. We already almost got Threshold too, which is nice. I mean, if he kills his Putrid Imp, we've got Threshold. We can play Werebear as a 3/3 or 4/4. And reap some of those sweet benefits. All right, come on, land. Come on, land. Nope, no land. Darn. All right. We are going to discard Golgari Brownscale, get Putrid Imp flying, and we can get that 2/2 damage in. Not gonna play the Molgraphs yet. Attack. Let's see if he's got anything to stop this. Nope, nothing. Takes it. Huh. So I mean, now we're gonna play one of these and just see what he does. He's probably gonna counterspell. Exclude. Okay. Yep. So it counters it. Not a huge deal. Not gonna lose sleep over it. At this point, we're just gonna keep swinging it with the Putrid Imp. It can't block, so there's really no point at all in keeping it back. Well, on some kind of land. We're not gonna do Golgari Brownscale quite yet. Maybe later on if needed. Ooh, that's actually nice. Molograph. Let's see. Gonna counter it again. Are you going to? There you go. All right, there you go. Counterspell. Old school counterspell. At this point, I'm kind of just running stuff out into counterspells. I'm not even carrying it now. We can always pull some Marasa stuff back if needed. Once we get ourselves another land. In the meanwhile, I still got a Werebear that I can throw at it. The Flame Slashes, Putrid Imp. What a shame. Pieces of the puzzle. Alright. No replacement effects, please. Pulse of Marasa. Not really great. We're gonna sacrifice the Vessel of Nascency, hopefully get a land. Awesome, we did. Grab the swamp, play the swamp, and pass the turn. This is like the one turn that we would have loved to play creatures. Completely tapped out, but more important to get us that land for later on. Combat, no, nothing. End step, nothing. No replacement effect. Forest, cool. Do we actually, what do we want to get? If anything. He doesn't have enough to Gurmag Angler and cancel out Werebear. Oh, actually, no, he's F6. Okay, cool. So, for everyone who doesn't know, F6 means that he's basically given up, kind of, and doesn't care what happens. So he's past his priority. This is an instant. That's a sorcery. Instant. Enchantment. Need that. Preacher. Oh, we want that one actually. Oh crap. That wasn't. You didn't. Right ones. Graveyard. Alright. So land. Land, because we have land and that one there. Enchantment. Creature. 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 One black. Alright, we got that. And we still have, yep, we still have Threshold and Delirium. Awesome. That's what we'll talk about. So we got 9 damage on board for next turn. Okay, so he decides to Swirling Sandstorm. That's probably why he F6'd like that. Oh, great. Can't play anything else, though. But we can pull some Rasa back some stuff, looks like. No, not going to do that. Chainer's Edict doesn't do crap right here. Alright, we're going to pull some Rasa back. The Angler, I think? Yeah, at this point, we're kind of just saying forget the Threshold and... Yeah, forget Threshold, forget the... We're going to try to hit it as best we can, but we're not going to lose sleep if we can't. Chainer's Edict's a sorcery, we have a double. Pulse from Rasa is an instant, we have an instant. Have that, Pulse from Rasa. Grizzly. I just need 2 more. Yeah, forget it. We're just gonna do these 2. Still have Delirium, but we don't have Threshold anymore. Pass the turn. And we got a 5/5 body out there. That's decent enough for the time being. Not to mention we're up ahead by 12 life, so... Ooh, what is this? Flurry of Horns. Okay. We know about you already. And we can crack the Executioner's Capsule. No replacement effects, please. Chainer's Edict. Haha! Boot, boot. We got a use out of this. Go ahead and sacrifice a creature, please. And Chainer's Edict. Boop, boop. Go ahead and sacrifice another creature, please. And we passed the... No, not past the turn. That's right. Swinging for 5. Haven't even had cracked our capsule yet. That's a good day. Flurry of Horns yet again? Oi. That really likes that. Gonna swing in? Nope, no swings. Okay. That's good. No, we're not going to dredge right now. Nimble Mongoose. The happy little mongoose. And... Ooh, what do we want to do? We're going to swing in with this 5/5. Go ahead. He's probably going to double block it. Or not. Alright, we'll take out the Minotaur. So now we've got a 3/3 and a 5/5. 8 damage on board. What are you doing? Damn it! Another board wipe. Not what we want at all. Man. Killing me. So, no, not gonna do that. We are going to play the Tree of Tales, pull some Rasa, targeting Gurmag Angler. Cast the Gurmag Angler, black, green. Alright, let's try to keep Delirium on board if we can. So we've got Bolt of Whisper, that's land, artifact, instant, sorcery. I want to unclick that one. Alright, you know what? We got the double. It's fine. Not a huge deal. Alright, so we still have Delirium at least. 5 card types in hand. or in graveyard. Pass the turn. We got a 5/5 on board. Rolling Sands, like, you got another one? Just please tell me now if you do. It's actually been a really good game. Flurry of Horns, creating more and more Minotaurs. I've got 32 health left. You've got 9. You can kind of see where we're going with this, I think. Stinkweed Imp. You're also completely tapped out, so at this point... Ooh, takes the 5 damage down to 4. Whoa. Didn't expect that at all. Why is this big? We're going to shrink this back down. Deep analysis. Draws 2 cards. He's got to have some kind of board wipe. Firebolt. Okay. Lightning Bolt, most likely. Or Flame Slash. Okay. Reasonable play. Reasonable. We still... Okay. We still technically have him on a 4-turn clock versus his 7-turn clock. So I'll take the run against it. Crack this. Grab a forest. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't quite recast Chainer's Edict yet. Swinging for the 1 damage. Sure. No blockers, takes the 1. he's gotta have some kind of target. Yeah, there you go. Firebolt on it. That'll work. I was gonna say worst comes to worst, he just flashes it back. Pieces of the puzzle. Revealing counter spells. He's probably kept the counter spells in Preordain. Yep. Kept the counter spell in Preordain. Not surprised. Alright. Let's actually take Stinkweed Imp. So we can hopefully get... Wow, we seriously did not get a... I was kind of hoping we would get... what's that called? Golgari Brown Troll? Or Brown Skill? But... we didn't yet. If we can get that, though, we can dredge that back as well and just keep recasting it. A little life's always useful. Stagger Shock. Okay. Yep, and you're going to do 2 damage to me, it appears. Sure. So we're going to actually F6, or just 6 nowadays. And let our opponent just have at it. And bump in the net would be awesome right here. This is a risky play now. Do we want to take the Stinkweed Imp, or do we want to hopefully get something else? I mean, he's got counterspells regardless. You know, we'll take the Stinkweed Imp. Got 20 cards in hand. Did I already exile all of them too? 1. I think do I only have the 1? Actually, forget now. 2. Okay. No, we got some more in our deck. Stinkweed Imp, recasting it. You're going to counterspell it. There it goes. Exclude. First counterspell. That's the turn. Boiler works. And go attacking in. Down to 14. Yes, we're going to take the Stinkweed Imp back. Play the Stinkweed Imp. Seriously, no Golgari Brown skills? Counterspells it back. Pass the turn. Man, this all went really haywire quickly. Lightning bolts her face. This is set, or down to 7. Stinkweed Imp. Come on. Really? No? No Golgari Brown Scales at all? You're allergic to them? What's going on, deck? Here's another exclude. Okay, cool. And we're actually about to go to time, it seems. And that's game. Yep. Concede. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start sideboarding. Oh, our opponent actually conceded. It seems. It actually did run very long, but you guys were able to actually see how the deck plays out, the idea behind it all. But yeah, it's a nice deck for sure. I definitely like playing it. It's not one of my favorites, but I wouldn't say I still own it. So I can't really say that it's terrible. It's just this deck definitely needs some work. I kind of brewed it up a little bit. I'm sure there's probably a dredge threshold deck, but this is something I just threw together that actually plays really well. I'm sure I could find some better removal and maybe some better top end cards. But I hope you guys all enjoy the video. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think. Make sure you guys subscribe to join the bonfire and keep up to date when I release new videos. And remember to burn bright. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.